Hey YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. This is the first time I've did one of these videos like this, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to show you how I get the footage off my camera onto my phone. So this is the basically like a flash drive or a SD card adapter. So take the USB part of it, put it on put the extension on it. We'll start with the GoPro Hero 12. Take your SD card out, put it in your adapter. I knew this would be a wee bit of a kerfuffle. I'll slide the phone over and then you just plug it in. So you see it comes up there untitled. Click onto that, click on your DCIM, and there's the two videos that I took. And this is, I'll stitch this on at the end of this video. So you go select your two, move it to your files, and what I would normally do is put in a new folder, put in helmet cam, click onto that, copy. And if you go back onto your phone, go back onto there, it'll copy them over. So there you can see that's the footage on my phone. So if I now disconnect this, that's them on my phone in my folder helmet cam. So what I'll do is I'll take the SD card out, put it back in the camera, and what I would probably do is not delete that until I've done the full edit. Same again with the 11, just use a bass guitar plectrum or a plectrum, guitar plectrum to get this out, because this is a wee bit of a pain. Same again, stick it in, get the adapter, plug it in. As you can see, it comes up untitled. These ones have obviously got files with them, so what I'll do is select it back, open another folder. I'll do this one, bike cam. Click onto it, copy, click back on your phone, and then they'll be copying over as well. So as you can see, that's them copied over as well. Hit back. You can now take your SD card back out. No longer need that. Said what I normally do is just put it back in the camera. Try to do this over the top of another camera. And leave that in there until you're ready. I don't delete them for the SD card from the camera. I don't format the SD card until I've done all my edits. So what we'll do is I'll show you how I edit in LumaFusion. So click on LumaFusion, flip the camera over, as you can see that. So what we do, we'll start off with the bike cam one. So you just, or your helmet cam one, we'll start with that. So you just select open, they'll now be up there. Click on create, and we'll just mark this one as helmet cam. That's you started a file, if you can see that. So click that, put that there, click that, put that there, and then that's basically restarting the camera. So because I'm doing a multiple cam and I need to edit it together to make sure that the both cameras sync up. At this point I wouldn't do any editing of this, like adding in transitions and stuff. So what you need to do is at this point you would go to the wee square and arrow, click movie, photos, download, and that's it, downloading. So where you can see the timer there for how long the video is, that's how long it will take for that to download onto your phone. So whatever length your video is, that's how long it takes. So I'll just leave that downloading and then come back in a minute. So YouTube, so what I've did is I've put the footage into LumaFusion, both the bike cam and the helmet cam. No editing, just into LumaFusion, put them all in order, and then downloaded them into photos. So if you look at the photos, that's the two videos there that I'm going to be editing. That's the bike cam one, that's the helmet cam. So what you want to do is select them, and you want to save them. Save as files, and what you do is you just save them in there. So they should just save in there now. I've still got the original two that have not been edited yet, and then I've got the two that I want to edit in LumaFusion. So what you do is open LumaFusion back up, set a title. You don't have to title your project, but if you're doing multiple, it's easy to either vid 1, vid 2, they kind of just what you're going to title it as on YouTube, anything. So we'll do this as a Christmas run, then add that. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go back into your files, and you're going to select the two that you want to open. So your main video is the one that you want to put in here. So if you look in there, so your first video there, that bottom one you can add a video that's just got sound. You can also do that when you edit as well, but so we are going to do helmet cam is the main one we're going to use, and then the one that we want to split up we want to put there. So that one will always be on top. So if you wanted to, you just shut that off. So at this point what I normally do is the top one, I don't want the sound for that, so I'll mute that. That's always going to show the bike cam. So then you can just move that out of the way just now. And because I used the remote to sync them, they should be pretty much synced up. So what I want to do is I want to scroll until I get to a point where I want to start the video. So what I'll do is I'll go round here and about there. You want to hit cut. Then you want to delete the top one first, then the bottom one, then the video will start there. If you want to check it, you just do that. So at this point, this one I think I'm going to be alright. I'm not going to have any cuts. It tells you the length on the right hand there, it tells you the length of your video. I don't think I'm going to cut this one too much. So as I said, this bottom one is going to be your main video. So then what I'll do is I'll keep that there, highlight that, cut there, and then I'll scroll along maybe to about there, cut that, stick that in there and hit delete. So then once I go back to the start, I'll go about there, I'll highlight that. Oh, I've deleted that by mistake. So you just hit back, the arrows there will let you hit back. I want to hit a transition in there, highlight that, add a transition, then get to about there, highlight that one, hit a transition. So when you play the video now.
Well YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Hope yous are well.
Then it'll transition into the bike. So with that you just keep going along, doing all your edits. So here I want a wee bit more of the bike cam, so I'll add a transition. I'll ride along, maybe to about there, cut there. Just as a marker, I'll add a transition in there. Scroll along, cut that. Oh, that's the wrong one. See, because I've got big fingers. Cut that there, click that, delete that, highlight it again, stick a transition in. So then there you go. It'll ride along.
Nice there as well.
It'll transition back into that.
So take my time.
Scroll along, cut there, highlight that, stick a wee transition in there, scroll along. Majority of that I want to be delete. So most of that there, I want to see, I want to be able to see the road. Highlight that, back to transition, and then maybe about that much there. Cut, stick a transition in there, just double check, make sure that's where transition in there, and then go to about here, highlight it, cut, delete, highlight, add transition. Cut that, delete that bit there. Add a transition in there as well. Get another wee bit. Cut that. And then delete that. So there you go, that's pretty much how I edit a video. Go back to the start. Hit play.
Well, YouTube, how's it going? Buster here.
So there you go, it just transitions into it.
Well, so I just thought I'd go out for a wee blast the bicycle. I'm not going far.
Right, so if you want to cut your video down, you want to try and do that first, where you've got your transitions for your bike cam into your helmet cam, as I call it. So if I want to go down to here and cut, you want to basically just do it at that part where it's just a single camera, because it will keep all them in line. So see, I want to cut there, scroll along, see I want to cut there, and if I delete that now, it'll bring everything in. It'll just cut that part out. If you do it while you're on your top cam, you've got the other cam in, you're trying to do it, you can't, it'll not let you cut it. It does let you cut it, but it doesn't keep, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can, so it doesn't keep your other one in line or synced with your camera if you try and cut both of them at the same time. So what you want to do is you want to do this first, and then if you want to cut this part out, hit delete, it'll bring it all in, and then when you get to that, that there is still in sync with the bottom one. So this one here is still in sync with that. It makes it easier. I want to leave that in though. So then I'll just take that back out. So that's kind of how I edit, do this part of the edit. So what I would do now is, before I start putting in my title screen, stuff like that, I would go back into this, photos, download, and there you go, back into download. And then I'll come back and show you how I put in all my wee edits and stuff. Alrighty, see you soon. So I've edited the video that I want to put up on YouTube. So what I'll do now is, it's saved in here, into my photos. I'll go into the quick app, I'll go to studio, my edits, create an edit, click on that video, and then create an edit for that video, and let quick app do its thing. So this is the one that I'll put up on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, stuff like that. So what I'll do is change the music, because I don't really like that music. If you've got quick app, you'll know how to do this. It's not a big deal. good thing about the music that you use on QuickUp, it's not a, it's, so I quite like that one. So I'll go to edit that, do my usual, I'll put in see, try to do this over a camera. To then get back to the start just to check it. Maybe change the theme. So save that. So that's saved. I'll save that now to my photos. Once it's saved to the photos, that's it. I can then upload it onto TikTok, YouTube Shorts, maybe Instagram, your story on Facebook, stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I do that. And this is before. Once this is done, I'll show you how I add in my titles and stuff like that for the video. But everything, it's a bit of a long process, because every time you edit and you download it onto your phone, it takes the length of time that your video is. That's the only downside. So what I'll do is I'll leave that to do that, and I'll come back. So that's my QuickUp one done. You can either share it for here onto your social medias, or medias, or socials, whatever you want to say. Medias, I sound like an old person there. So why I do it before I put my titles in is because you end up, depending on what edit you do, you end up seeing, majority of the time you end up seeing the title and stuff like that, and it can take up a lot of the video when you put it up on your social media, especially if you put it into TikTok and you use TikTok's kind of editing file. So that's why I do it before I put all my titles in. So that's it saved in there. I can now go into, so it's in there, I can upload that onto all my socials and stuff. So I'll go into my file. I've already preemptively put it in my files ready for LumaFusion. Same process before. Put it into your, download it onto your photos, in your photo file, just where your normal photos are, and then just copy it into your files on your phone. So that's it, ready to edit there. So what I'll do now is I'll go back into LumaFusion. What I'll normally do is put in Christmas Run 2, so that I know when I put it into my photo file again, or when my photos are kept, I know that this is the one that's got my titles and stuff on it. So then what I'll do is I'll import that into LumaFusion, drag it where I need it to be, go back to the start.
Well, YouTube, how's it going? Buster here.
Right, so if you want to adjust the volume and stuff.
Well, YouTube, how's it going? Buster here.
I normally put it to about,
Well,
minus 8 or 9 there,
So I just thought I'd
and then keep that at 0.
go for a wee blast the bicycle.
So what I want to do now is at the start, I want to add in my title. So back into imported images, and that's the one that I always put on the front, as you can see there. So I'll open that, and what I'll do is I'll drag it into this space here, and then I'll put it in for as long. Normally I do it for about 5 minutes, around about the 5-minute mark. Then with that, you want to add in a transition. So there's 2 ways you can do the transition. I was just going to put my standard one, but I'll show you in this. You can click into this transition and it gives you different ways that this transition's in. So you can bring it in, wipe up, wipe down. But because at the start of this is just a normal transition, what you can do is you can add your normal transition there.
Well, YouTube, how's it going?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that transition, so I'll delete that transition just now, I'll make it longer. And what I think I might have to do is, just looking at it, is I'll need to go back in there, line that up there, and add another transition in there, just to even the transitions up.
Well, YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Hope yous are well.
So then I can add a wee bit more onto that. And at the end here, what I'll do is I'll change the transition to the burst one, I think. I'll do the burst. So then just grab that and add that in there. So when you look at the start now.
Well, YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Hope yous are well.
See, that's how you add the transition in. So now I need to look at my titles. So I've already preemptively edited all these for my videos, and I'll do the same with that. I'll make that probably about, so it lasts for about 10 minutes maybe. Then you can either, because I've ended with a burst there, what I'll do is I'll stick transition and I'll grab the burst again. It can play funny beggars, this. I think you can actually, so if you add a transition there, I think I've just mucked that up there. I have. So I need to highlight that. I need to add a transition in there. So I mucked that up there. So this is how it looks now.
Hope yous are well.
And then you can go along and add a transition at the end as well. So this is what the start of my video looks like.
Well, YouTube, how's it going? Buster here. Hope yous are well. So I just thought I'd...
So that's that. Then what I'll do is I'll go to the end. I'll add in a longer transition at the end. Even though I've done it in the pre-edit, I'll do it here as well. And then I'll go back into my titles, and I've got an exit title as well that I've already preemptively made up. So I'll move that out of the way because it makes it easier. Grab that, stick that in there. add in another transition, start them back, and then now when I hit play, that comes up at the end. So I could have really cut that out actually. I might actually do that. So what I might do is move this along to about there. I'll cut that, delete the end off of that, and add another transition in there. So I've just shortened that.
Keep rubber side down. And remember, take life 1 mile at a time. Speak to you soon.
So there you go, that's the transition done, the end. Then normally what I do about in the middle is I'll maybe add in another wee one of these. So kind of in the middle of the video I'll add that. And we'll see if we can try and get this other transition, the burst in there. Burst in there. So now in the middle, that'll burst in there.
Start sliding.
Just to remind people to please like, subscribe and share. That'll burst back out again. So that's how I add that in, and then you can add text in as well. Everything you want to add in's in there. So your blank clip, main title, overlay text. So if you click that, I'll show you how to do that. That'll put a text in there. Double click it. Double click that. Write in your text. That's change your font, size, different colours and stuff, where you want it positioned, and then same again. If you want to delete it, highlight it and delete it out. That's it. So that's kind of how I do my editing on the phone. That's it. That sorts out your volume. You can lock it, sort everything out from there. Link folders, import, stock blocks, titles. That's titles that I've already made up. Once you make them up, so I'll show you this as well. In your title, that star there. Once you've sorted this out and you've got it the way you like it, hit the star, name it. It will save it into your titles. If you want to go back into what you've just imported, you just press that. So yeah, that's how I edit my videos on LumaFusion. It's pretty simple. It's no too complicated. Ideal if you're just starting out on YouTube and you want to edit your videos. You can add on features. There's features you can add on as well. Watch new, creator pass. There's yeah, shows you kind of tutorials and stuff, preferences, settings. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's how you. That's how I edit on LumaFusion. As I said, it's very simple. Nothing too complicated. Brilliant app for just starting out on YouTube. Yeah, I think the videos look pretty good with it. Pretty simple. There's obviously there's editing apps out there that you can get a bit more in depth and stuff. I like to keep mine pretty simple. I try and keep it as raw as possible, really. So yeah, so that video's 30 minutes and 36 seconds long. So now when I go to download it onto the phone, that's how long it will take to download onto my photos. Once it's in my photos, just go into your YouTube, upload video, click the video you want, hit upload, done. That's it, pretty straightforward. I hope that I've not been too rambly and you kind of get the idea of what I'm talking about with this LumaFusion. As I said, ideal for somebody just starting out on YouTube, wanting to edit their videos. Yeah. Then once you get into doing your editing this way, if you want to then progress into something a bit more advanced, then obviously it gives you a good idea of how to do it. But at the moment, I'm just going to keep it like this just now. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, especially if you want to do your editing on the move. It's all on your phone. Just a wee bit of faffing about now when you're using two cameras. As I showed you, you need to edit one, put it all in, put it on sequence, download it, do the same with the other camera, then edit it again, then download it again. You can skip the step, the quick app. You don't have to make a wee one up for your socials. This one that I'm going to edit how to use this app is going to be totally different. That's it. So what you do is you just hit that, click movies, click photos. Oh, before I do that actually, this one here I've never really used straight up to YouTube. It always fails. So there you go, Luma projects, you can save it, snapshot. Just click on movies, photos, tells you how much space you've got available. Obviously because I've got all the individual edits, so once I start deleting them, that will obviously go up. Tells you your frame per second, doing it in 4K resolution, everything. You can change all this before you download it back on your phone. You can change all that. Video and audio, telling you it's MP4. Duration tells you 30 minutes. Space needed to download it. File size needed, pretty much the same. And that's why I needed a 1TB phone. So when I just hit that, that's it. That will download now. It will take the 30 minutes, 36 seconds to download. And that's it. Any questions, pop them in the comments. I'll try and answer them the best I can. I'm learning every day as well. It's not just, I kind of just add a wee bit, try a wee bit of different every time. Try different transitions, and as I said, I've done a few videos where I've added pictures in, which is very simple in this. Very simple to add pictures in. As you can see, I've added in my logo at the front. If you wanted to put a picture up at the right hand side corner, all you do is double click it, put it on the edit first, double click it, and then you can adjust the size, position it where you want. If you want it full size, if you want it to the right hand corner, you can do that with links as well. I've never really done it, so not yet anyway. So yeah, hope that's helpful for anybody starting out on YouTube. I would advise, it's only 20 quid. Buy it for $19.99 it cost me, and I've used it for a year now. So it's good to get, if you want to just get your videos out there. So as I says, hopefully it's helped. Any questions, stick them in the comments below. Please like, subscribe and share. Keep the rubber side down, and remember, take life 1 mile at a time.